Damn.
Thanks for that.
That's not the way we should start an award ceremony.
Jason walked into my gun. I'm going to get into my outfit of the day. Are you all ready? I figured it'd be worth putting a little bit of class on, so I bought myself a fancy suit. Behold!
Bloody hell, it's Camp Beetlejuice, which is a lovely holiday resort, I think. So what are we doing today?
We're going to do our review of the year.
Leave him alone.
Basically, these are our awards for anything we want to talk about for the year 2019.
Okay. While we're doing that, let's do some racing.
Okay, first category.
Category the first.
I'm not going to give a speech like Ricky Gervais because I'm just not that funny.
You're all shit. Nobody likes you. Go and eat worms.
Film of the year. Sean.
I have 3.
That's not how this works, Sean.
Go for it.
I have 3 films of the year, and it's actually technically 5 films of the year.
I haven't even seen 5 films this year.
I've seen 40.
You've seen 40 films.
Fair enough. You can have 3. I'll have none then.
Have you got one of those cinema passes?
Yeah, man.
He does.
It's the best. To begin, my top films of last year.
Oh, yes.
Take these as you will. These are in descending order of what I think was the best to the worst of these literal best films. Number 1 was Ad Astra, which had a terrible trailer, but is a incredibly touching movie starring Brad Pitt about a man clearly going through a trauma, or who has clearly gone through a trauma, using space as an analogy for kind of depression and loneliness and loss of identity and all stuff like that. It was absolutely awesome, and as a sci-fi fan, you know, it tops The Favourite, which was my second.
Oh, yeah.
Jesus.
Wait, The Favourite is your second?
The Favourite is my second favourite, yes.
Is it not your first?
Favourite is not The Favourite.
Oh my god, what a fucking movie The Favourite was.
Favourite being that one about the Queen.
It won the Oscar. It won Olivia Colman an Oscar last year. Jason. Okay. So yeah, do we all know what The Favourite is?
Yeah, it's the film about the lesbian queens.
Yeah, it's the one Olivia Colman,
Yeah.
Rachel Weisz, and who's the other one? Oh,
Stone.
Emma Stone.
Emma Stone.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, it was so good, and so dark, and so funny. I loved that to bits.
I will watch that.
We then have
Oh yes.
Jason. Can you guess? Like this is my last movie that I think was 10 out of 10. Can you guess what it was?
Was it?
The Joker.
So what I wanted you to say? No, it isn't.
Oh, I fell for that one.
John Wick Chapter 3.
Ah.
I haven't actually seen that yet.
Oh,
I wanted to.
the thing with it is, right, it may not be a work of art like Ad Astra or The Favourite was, but John Wick Chapter 3 just does everything perfectly. For what it is perfectly made. And I fucking love what it is, so I just had the best of times.
Yeah, you've got to take a movie for what it is and what it's designed to be.
There's 3 movies in a row they have knocked it out the fucking park with John Wick.
I don't know, the second one
crazy.
was slightly weak, but...
What?
Yeah.
Oh, man. No, I think all of them are superb. So, now getting into my second tier.
What?
These are my 9 out of 10s. Joker is the top of that.
Good.
I had one issue with Joker, and I felt that sorry if this is spoilery, a little bit spoilery. I felt the death of the Waynes at the end was self-indulgent and unnecessary. Other than that, it would have been 10 out of 10.
I was fine with that.
Yeah. And, Avengers Endgame. Avengers Endgame was kind of the same as the last Star Wars: The Last Jedi, right? It was just fan wank, but Avengers Endgame was awesome fan wank that just was fantastic.
Oh, fuck.
Nothing wrong
As
with
opposed to
that.
Star Wars, which is legitimately in my worst movies of last year. I hated that film. But no, Avengers Endgame was fucking awesome. It was literally just sitting there with my metaphorical dick, sucking it off for 3 hours, and I was having a whale of a time.
That's fantastic imagery, thank you.
I thought I'd counterbalance me choosing fucking Ad Astra and the Favourite of these really classy arty movies.
Yeah, highbrow.
Yeah, ending with having my dick sucked by the Russo brothers.
Jason?
To go against that, as I said, I didn't see a lot of films this year, and the ones I did see mostly didn't come from this year. So I have to thank Netflix for making stuff and putting it on pretty quickly after it came out for watching stuff. So...
Well, I mean, does that even count as a movie?
Yes, it does.
If you ask Scorsese.
Well, since he made one of them, I think it counts.
No, Spielberg. Spielberg was the dick, wasn't he?
Okay. Yes, Scorsese was the one who said Marvel's not movies. Marvel's not cinema.
Yes. And he's to a degree right.
But he still made a Netflix film.
Yes.
So he made... what did he make?
The Irishman.
He made The Irishman, which was going to be my top film. And it still might be. It's not decided. By the way, all of my choices, I think none of them are the best thing ever. They're all right.
Like?
Because that's how I believe. Anyway, Irishman was a good film. I liked it. I didn't actually know what it was about going in, other than it's probably gangster stuff. And it was.
That's about an Irishman. Bloke
was,
from Ireland.
Yeah, it was just a bloke from Ireland. He was Robert De Niro. Although they also referred to JFK as the Irishman at one point. But I think they do mean Robert De Niro. Yeah, that was an enjoyable film. Very long.
Yeah, it's like 3 hours. Fuck that
I
shit.
did stop watching it to go and do something, and then I looked at how much long was left, because when you stop it and you see at the bottom of Netflix like how much you got left.
Yeah.
It was like 2 hours still left. I thought, fuck. That's the only downside, but it was enjoyable the way through, and it told a good story, I thought. And it had all your basic Italian-American gangsters in it, or Irishmen, whatever you want. My other Netflix film was Marriage Story.
Okay.
Which I watched knowing it had been quite highly rated. So I did watch it thinking, I don't know if it's that good. But it's the film that stayed with me more after I'd finished watching it. I'd probably, a week later, I still thinking about it. It's a very basic story of a divorce. It's played very straight. Both partners are pretty much to blame, but neither like evilly. It's just like the fallout from a breakup, really. It sort of struck me as being quite a human story. And I enjoyed it very much.
Is it anything like your divorce?
Well, my divorce was very straightforward, really, because my wife didn't. Because the thing is, pretty much the story is that they agree to have a divorce without lawyers, and then the wife gets a lawyer, and then when all that sort of kicks in, it all starts, a one-upping battle between them. Kind of.
Okay.
It's not really about that. But it's played very normally. It's about trying to protect the child, and then one of them wants to live in one place, and the other wants to live in another place. But I thought the acting's very good. There's quite long takes of. I could easily see it being on the stage.
Who's in it?
You got Scarlett Johansson.
Oh, she's
You've
good.
got Adam Driver.
Oh, he's great.
You've got. I keep forgetting. You've got Laura Dern. You've got Alan Alda.
It's a good cast then.
It is a good cast.
Bloody hell, isn't he dead?
Alan Alda. No, he plays. He's like the comic relief in this film. He's like the not a shady lawyer. He's like the friendly lawyer who's probably not going to win because he's quite friendly and good and got everyone's ideals at heart.
So a shit lawyer, basically.
No, I mean, I'll ruin it if I say anything. So one of them's a very straightforward story. The only thing I didn't like about it, and this is my own personal prejudice, is it's the Adam Driver character is a director of a theatre show. She's an actress. I always have a bit of an issue with films about filmmaking or the art of filmmaking or acting. I don't know why. I always feel...
Did you hate the producers as well? Because it's a film about.
It's a similar sort of thing.
Film.
I don't hate them. I just have it seems to me like sort of self-indulgence. But then you're supposed to write what you know, and I suppose most writers know about that sort of stuff. So whatever. And
yeah, but if every film was about what they know, it'd all be
You're
about
quite
fucking
right.
cinema, wouldn't it? It's like.
They should all have generic office jobs.
I'm sure Scorsese would have a fucking whale of a time at that.
He was a gangster, So that's the difference. I suppose one of the films I really liked was very much a straightforward two characters chatting in a very ordinary setting, and the other one is, lots of different costumes, there's lots of special effects in the Scorsese one because it takes place over like 50 years or something, so they're de-aging them and aging them up and all that for all the characters. All got different costumes and it takes place. You got all the time-sensitive period shit. So one's very complex and very long, and one's relatively straightforward and short. But I preferred the short one overall. I think that stayed me with me longer, and that is why Marriage Story is probably my film of the year out of the 3 films I watched.
Yeah, but wasn't
Jason, I'm glad that you missed that turn.
the third film Batman that you came with me to see?
I saw Batman, but I didn't think I could count that as a film of 2019 since it was released in 1989.
So it's not even recent Batman.
No, it was.
No,
It's Michael Keaton,
It was the Tim Burton 1989 movie.
which is probably the best Batman, actually.
I did see the Joker.
It is
I did see the
perhaps
Joker
my
this year,
favourite.
and it did stay with me. But I thought someone else would mention that, and I was right.
I did indeed.
You did. And that did stick with me for that. I left the Joker feeling it's all right, and then about 2 days later, I started thinking about it and going, I like it even more now because of what's going on in my mind. Thinking about the meanings behind things and different interpretations of it. But now it's just gone, which is probably what I think about Marriage Story in another week. So who knows?
I'm very much.
How about?
Yeah, did you literally see Marriage Story today? That's why it stayed
No, I
with you.
saw it about 2 weeks ago, a week and a half ago. But I did pretty much watch things because I knew we were going to be doing this sort of thing, and I needed to catch up on crap. Because most of the films I've watched, I'm still catching up on things from 10 years ago. So it wouldn't have even fitted in films of the decade, the stuff I've been watching.
Do you know what?
Jason's
really-
watching like
I really
Gone
liked
with
the
the Wind
current
and
release
shit.
Iron Man. That was glad I finally caught up with that.
I'm not saying they're current. I'm just saying films don't necessarily age, and you can watch them anytime you want. I'll happily watch.
Oh, Jason, some films definitely
Yeah,
Some
they
age.
films
really,
do
really
age.
do.
But good films shouldn't. I mean, you can have films of the moment. Anyway, so do you think? Sean, of the films you've seen this
Yes.
year, do you think any of them won't stay relevant to you in the future? As in, do you think what the film you like most this year? Will you still like it in 2 years' time, like John Wick 3? Or
Yeah.
whatever? Okay.
To be fair, I probably wouldn't buy The Favourite, but I would watch it again on Netflix. I will be buying Ad Astra, but then I'm more of a sci-fi guy. I love sci-fi, so...
Well, just to clarify before we move on to John, yeah, I hadn't heard of Ad Astra, so I'll be checking that out based on your recommendation.
Oh, it's so good.
And
Ooh,
I did want to watch
love
The
it.
Favourite, and I liked that's from the same guy that did The Lobster in it. I like that one. So
I don't know. We went to see it purely because Olivia Colman was in it, and we both think she's
Well, I
fantastic.
believe it was, and I enjoyed that film. So sounds like similar humour and that sort of thing. So I shall probably be checking that out at some point in the next decade. John, what do you like?
In the next decade, what are we going to do in the 10-year anniversary and Jason Snow won't have seen it? Oi, get off my butt.
Oh, that's you. I just wanted to
Which is
find
not
out
the
who it
film that I
was.
wanted to see.
Get Off My Butt. It's my favourite film.
Oh, fuck me.
Ja.
There's another
You
lap.
cunts lost me the race.
Oh, is this the last lap? Son of a bitch, I was just
Apparently.
catching you fuckers up.
I finished
believe
second.
picked the wrong vehicle.
Because, okay, so
I distracted you by asking you about films.
my films are not highbrow in any way.
Don't have to be, mate.
No. What
To
do
be
you
fair,
like? What do you like?
It was a choice out of Shazam,
oh, it's
which
so
I just
good.
think is a great, fun film.
Yep.
Didn't see it.
Captain Marvel,
I saw that.
which, again, good. I just think that was an enjoyable story. It was funny in parts. And the fact that it really didn't need to do anything with the rest of the Marvel Universe, because I'm a bit
Burned
bored
out.
of the rest of the Marvel Universe, in all
Yeah.
honesty. I'm a bit marvelled out. And then finally, Le Mans, which in the US, I think that was called Ford versus Ferrari.
It was.
Oh, yeah. I thought they were
Um,
two separate films. Okay.
No.
and yeah, Jason, they made
I got
two
very-
separed films
very confused
about
when
the
looking-
same
trying to
thing
find
Well, I
Yeah,
at
saw
the same
neither
time
of those films. Okay.
with the same actors.
I didn't. I just heard of
And
them.
that was just a really nice biopic film, and obviously you can tell the ending. I can guarantee anybody can guess what happens at the end.
Someone dies, someone wins.
Quite a famous historic event.
I actually don't know the event.
Yeah. Matt Damon, he was okay in it. Batman, he was pretty good.
Christian Bale, he was awesome.
Yeah. Yeah, but I think my winner for film of the year would have to go to probably Captain Marvel.
Ooh.
Just because it was just a fun film and I enjoyed it, and yeah, that's all I can say.
I enjoyed
Fair
it.
enough.
So if we had to give it, I don't think we can actually give it to one film across the three of us because we all haven't seen all the other films.
I have seen most of those. I have serious nerd rage against Captain Marvel.
That's fine. You like what you like.
Yeah. But I'm the opposite thing. My negatives towards Captain Marvel are largely based around the larger Marvel universe. Not
Yeah,
so
see,
much
I don't
to
give a
do
shit
with
about the larger Marvel
No.
universe.
her. Fine. I thought she was good. Brie something.
Larson?
Larson.
Is it
Brie Larson.
Yeah.
Jason, your car's got some dents in it, dude.
Well, they're from you.
I think
I'm not
picked
hitting
the
you.
car again.
Sorry. So, yeah.
So yeah, I don't think we can give it to it straight up to a one film because we haven't seen them all. But if you had to pick your worst film
Oh, God.
of the
2 I saw.
now, given the fact that
I have
this one
them
might be
written
quite
down here.
difficult to give
I have 3, sorry.
because there was no Transformers films this year.
Now that brings me on to the movie that I hated the most this year.
Well, no, it's not Bumblebee.
No,
Go for it.
Godzilla King of Monsters. And I hated it because it's like a Bay Transformers movie. They do not show the fucking monsters in most of the movie. When there's giant monster fights, you're following these shitty fucking humans no one cares about.
Was that this year?
Yeah, it was. And I'm still angry about it. It looks so good.
Let it go, Sean.
The trailer was so good.
We've moved on.
I love Godzilla movies. I've seen almost all of them at this point. And yeah, oh my god. I came out of it thinking they're fucking Michael Bay Transformer Godzilla, and I could not be angrier. I don't care when they do it to Transformers. I don't have that nostalgia. Whereas I do have tremendous love for Godzilla.
See, I love Transformers, and it pissed me off. Michael Bay, I just hate him.
Yeah, I don't like those movies, don't get me wrong. They're terrible films, but I don't think they're terrible films because Transformers could be done better. I think they're terrible films because Michael Bay made them.
Wow. Well, it won't surprise you to hear I've not seen any of the Transformers movies other than the first one. Including Bumblebee, which I hear was good.
Bumblebee is very good.
So that's your worst...
I must make more of an effort to watch terrible films.
I must have watched... Yes.
Well,
It's like, Jason, do you have any films?
My worst films, of course, were The Irishman and Marriage Story. I think they were the worst films I saw all year.
Well, we'll send Scorsese an award to say you've got the worst
I
film.
say, Scorsese, it's just not
According to
cinema,
Jason.
I say. What are you doing? Where's Captain Marvel?
And it's 3 hours long.
Yeah.
For fuck's sake.
I'm going to have to go to the toilet at some point, man. You can watch that on Netflix, you see, because you can go up and turn it on and pause it and stuff. At the cinema, no.
Well, funny you should say that, because I do have another award, which I'll talk about in a minute.
Best cinema toilet? I know that one.
what's your worst film, John?
My worst film is Alita Battle Angel.
Oh man, we so disagree on
Because
this.
that film was total bullshit.
I fucking love that movie.
And I don't understand
I didn't see it.
why it even exists, really. Plus,
Right.
any film which kills, well, not exactly kills off, but
Don't spoil it.
takes the beautiful Jennifer Connelly and removes her body and sticks her brain in a jar has got to be terrible.
I feel this
mean,
is your only
honestly.
reason for disliking that film.
No, there are a lot of reasons, but my main reason is basically...
That is the one thing
they
I
killed off
disliked
Jennifer
about the
Connelly.
film. I can't disagree with John on that. Jennifer Connelly is a stunning woman.
I have not seen it. What kind of jar is it?
It's not a flattering
Like a
jar.
sexy jar?
You don't get to see a jar. They just...
Oh.
Yeah, so that gets my worst film of the year.
Oh,
But
man.
best performance in a jar.
And I watched quite a lot of bad films. Underground 6, that was pretty shit. I think that's a Michael Bay produced film.
Looks like it might be.
Maybe why I didn't see it.
And that was actually very disappointing because I like Ryan Reynolds.
Oh, that was the Netflix one. I'm with you now. Yeah, I like Ryan Reynolds.
Yeah,
Me too.
I did watch, recently
but,
watched
yeah,
the
wasn't good.
Deadpool 2 Supercut. Like the extended DVD version. Fuck! It's very, very good.
Not the Christmas cut.
No, definitely not the Christmas cut. The one with the...
So I'd quite like to see the Christmas cut just to see what they did.
the one with a lot more paedophile jokes than were in the theatrical release.
So, next award
Oh, yes.
goes to Best Cinema.
Best cinema? Oh, as in the building?
Yeah, Best Cinema. Yeah.
Okay, can I jump straight in there?
Yeah.
My living room. With Netflix.
Jason's living room. How cold is your living room considering you've got no heating?
I have blankets, I have hot water bottles, I've got all mod cons.
How is your heating gone again?
Well, not mod cons, more like old cons.
Didn't you just get a new boiler?
Are you guys still there?
I was asking what's wrong with Jason's heating.
Oh, you've cut out again. You've cut out again.
Sorry, just going to feed the cat.
What? We're still racing.
What? What kind of professional podcasting is this?
What, I'm
It's going to
feeding my
feed my
cat?
fucking cat? What's that?
Sean's
What's
got
that all
two
about?
cats.
Well, he wants a snack.
So you can bloody well wait.
Listen, this is the best award ceremony ever. It's got cats, it's got cars, it's got racing.
You get the award for worst person sitting here playing 4 races.
Worst Iron Dino
'Cause you
ever.
failed.
If I can win the race and feed my pussy at the same time, I'll do
You're
that.
mad, my friend.
And I challenge any of you guys to beat me in a race.
I'm not feeding your pussy. Or beating you.
Anyway, for me, best cinema
Oh, yes.
is the Cinema in the Woods, which is actually spelt with a K.
By the way,
If
it's
anybody's
spelled
looking
Woods.
for it. And that's where I watched
What?
Le Mans 66. And it's a beautiful, beautiful old style cinema in the woods. Okay, I had to drive for a mile on holiday to get there. Sorry, an hour.
It sounds like the start of a horror movie. There's this old cinema in the middle
Oh yeah,
of the woods.
it looks like it.
Kinema in the woods.
But you walk in there and they've got all these little old-timey cinema booth and concession stands, and you get your ticket. And it's just a beautiful experience. And there's a little organ in the cinema,
Half an hour.
which they do play. They didn't play at this. And it's got the old curtains. Like, Jason, do you remember the old cinema at Walthamstow?
A Granada cinema. Absolutely. Loved it there.
The fact that they had the curtains there, and the curtains would open up, and then they'd show the thing. And they even had an intermission in a 2.5 hour film, which really didn't need it. But then you could go out and you could get ice cream. It was a really nice experience.
Is this what you're going to talk about when you mention the going to the toilet in the cinema?
Oh, that sounds good.
No, the toilets were pretty shit, but
Oh, okay. Well,
Mine sounds really lame now. I've just got my local Cineworld because I use it a lot. They charge me 20 quid a month to see all the films I want.
and you do make use of that.
I do make use of that. I do like going, to be fair, I really like the fact that I've got a local IMAX screen and a 4DX one.
which is nice.
Pretty sweet.
I don't really know it locally.
Cineworld about 40
Ah,
40 miles from us. What? Why can we not attack each other?
Because it's set on
Jason's put on ghosting.
non-contact.
This is not fun.
Well, someone still managed to ram into a wall.
Put contact back on.
Oh, that was me.
I can't do it halfway through a race.
Yeah, put it back on now.
Oh, I didn't say. Most of these races are designed by not Rockstar. They're like the Rockstar verified members of the public ones.
Oh wait, so what you're saying is we could have a award ceremony on best new racing map. I'm liking this one so far. I would say, oh, it's got a jump in it. I'm liking this one very much.
It's got a jumper.
It's not dirt track, and I'm not falling off it every second.
So what's the next category?
What's your favourite bit? Oh, this does not seem to be going well.
Oh, I only just made that. The next category would be Book of the Year. Now,
I'm inside you.
unfortunately, Dan wrote the Argos catalogue. And I wrote Junk Mail. So I don't think we've actually got that particularly far with this.
I am very ashamed to say I didn't read a book this year. I heard a bit of Lord of the Rings on audio.
Well, I started the Witcher series.
Nice.
Oh, the books. Oh, cool.
Mainly because I got it for Christmas.
Are we talking about books we've read this year, or books that came out this year?
Well, books we've read this year, because I don't think any of us are going to do particularly well on.
I bought like 30 new books this year. But mostly I read comics, so my book of the year, regardless if it is prose or fiction or whatever, my book of the year would definitely be Tom King's Mr. Miracle. It's a fucking masterpiece and just explains... It's just a perfect representation of why comics are such an incredible art.
What's it about?
A man dying and trying not to die. Or, actually, technically it's about a man being dead and trying not to die. It's really, really good.
Or did he fail?
No, he's a god. It's complicated. It's very complicated. It requires a... To be fair, if you read it, it explains what it is as you go through. But ordinarily, you'll pick this book up because you're already a comic book fan, so you already know who these characters are, and you have a kind of a basis on in the mythos.
I've done exactly the same.
That would be my book of the year. It was fucking awesome.
Cool recommendation.
Okay.
So that's the Dino Book of the Year, then.
Yep.
Okay, Video Game of the Year.
Bloodstained Ritual of the Night. Did you guys play...
Wow, you didn't even have to think about why.
Did you play Castlevania Symphony of the Night?
A bit.
The old PlayStation 1 game?
No.
Okay, well, basically someone went, oh, Konami's not... I think it was actually the producer of that game. They said, oh, Konami aren't going to make good Castlevania anymore. Fuck it, I'm going to do it. And it was an absolute delight from start to finish. Just... Yeah,
Cool.
they
Does
just
sound like your sort of
basically...
game.
Yeah, they just basically took a genre that's pretty much dead, and while they didn't reinvent the wheel, they gave fans like me exactly what we wanted, which is that same kind of experience with a new story, a new setting, new enemies, awesome boss battles. It's just fantastic. By the way, I've not even played it yet, it's not even out yet, but my one for next year, spoiler alert, is going to be Cyberpunk 2077. It is a game that looks like it was
It does look nice.
literally just made for me.
Well, it's got John Wick in it, hasn't it? So.
Also, that was I've been following this for years. That was even before fucking Keanu Reeves shows up. Now it's just like, oh my god, are you literally just looking into my dreams?
Yes, they are.
Because that's creepy, but keep doing it.
But you also want it,
Oh,
Sean.
I want it so hard. I mean, yeah, I like Keanu Reeves in a straight way. It's fine. Don't worry about it.
Okay, so that's Game of 2020 then, sorted. Done.
Son of a motherfucking... Sorry, so what would your Game of the Year be, lads?
Well, I didn't play a lot of games this year, as in new games.
I could have fucking won that.
Jason, I've got video proof that you've played a lot of games this year.
Yeah, now look into when those games were released. Apart from Gears
Yeah, they're all
5,
the same game.
and what actually came out this year. The game I've played most of in 2019 is Red Dead Redemption 2.
Of course. Came out last
That came out.
Which was actually
the year before.
my worst game. Oh, fuck.
and was terrible.
So if I'm going to do a game that actually came out this year, I'm going to go for...
DNF.
what's it called?
Sorry, John. That was...
Oh dear. So my game of the year, which did come out this year. Yay! I won everything. I won this year. Look at me. How did I win that? I thought I was second. No,
you were.
Oh,
and then
okay.
I got. Yeah.
Okay. Anyway,
I got unlucky.
I'm going to go for My Friend Pedro because it came out this year and I played it this year, and therefore
Is that the one with the banana thing?
That's the banana's called Pedro. It's like a stylish
Run and gun thing.
Run and gun.
Yeah, I was
left
playing
to
a bit of
right,
that. That's pretty fun.
2D, slow motion, twin guns, somersaults, backflips, shooting multipliers, that sort of thing. Getting the perfect run. I enjoyed that. So that.
Yeah, it was good.
Out of the few games I played, is my game of the year. I think my bad game of the year or most disappointing game, would probably be Crackdown 3. Did that come out this year? I think it did.
Yeah, it's 2019.
We tried it.
I don't know if it was.
We tried it very briefly, didn't we? And we went, well.
Oh, do you know what? I agree with that.
Well, it's because we couldn't play it with all four of us.
Yeah. I was a really big
too.
fan of the original Crackdown, and I don't understand how they've got, so the basic idea of Crackdown is you can run fluidly anywhere in the city and leap fluidly anywhere in the city. I don't understand how that's got worse as the games have gone on. They had it right the first time, and it's never felt as smooth since, and this one felt jankier than Crackdown 2. So that is your core mechanic, that is your USP, and that is the thing you need to get right before anything else.
Yeah.
Ow! It's frustrating. I would like to just take a moment to
I've
give
been bitten by my cat.
to give a shout out to your cat,
Big up Marble.
but I'd also like to give a shout out to The Outer Worlds. If I had more time this year, I would have played a lot more of The Outer Worlds and loved it a lot more. I just haven't had time to get into it yet. But that was fucking awesome. That's by...
If I lose my recording, it's because my cat is standing on my keyboard.
Okay.
So-
Outer Worlds and the Outer Wilds. I've downloaded both of those and want to play both of those, but haven't got around to either of them.
Well, The Outer Worlds is is by the guys who made Fallout New Vegas, which, sorry, Bethesda, is the best of the new Fallout games, as much as I love all of them. But yeah, this is just being heralded as the unofficial sequel to that, and what I've played of it so far, it ticks all of my boxes.
Oh, we're doing the same races again, are we?
No, we didn't do this one.
Well, that's ridiculously hideous. Done.
Okay. Where did we get to on the awards?
America! Best country ever!
We voted on best country.
We're not voting on best country. So it wouldn't be fucking Britain with Brexit, would it?
Wales.
That'd be a short fucking list. Probably end up with a Scandinavian country. Move aside, little person! America coming through!
Jason, I'm pretty sure we have done this race before. In this episode.
Pretty sure this is what we just did.
Are you sure?
Only last time I wasn't piloting America!
Anyway, game of the year.
Game of the year.
Oh yeah, John, it was your turn.
My game of the year would be World War Z.
Okay.
Because it's a fantastic game. It reminds me so much of Left 4 Dead series. It's just a shame that none of you fuckers have ever wanted to play it.
Do you know what?
Excuse me, I played it with you at least twice, or once or twice.
I've tried to play it with you
Once.
on 3 occasions and failed every goddamn time. America!
So,
Fuck yeah!
yeah, that would be game of the year for me.
Okay, it was all right. I'm happy to play that. We should play it again then. Let's play it. Maybe sometime in the future.
Well, maybe we'll do the next award season in it.
Maybe. That'll go well.
Okay. Best TV show. Now, Jason, you only watch TV.
No, I don't watch anything. That's the
So
point.
let's start with you.
I watch YouTube.
He watches cat videos on YouTube because he's allergic to cats.
It is true. I watch this channel. I watch some TV. Again, it's mostly Netflix TV. Actual telly.
And like 20-year-old Doctor Who's.
I'm gonna go. I do watch Doctor Who. I'll start watching that again. Let's not get into that.
Don't even do that anymore.
Again, not the best show ever in the world, and it's had some high praises. So I feel like I want to score the underdog, but it's got a lot of I liked this when it was the underdog, and then it seemed to get like mass reviews everywhere.
What is it, Jason?
Well, I'm building up to it, aren't I?
What is the name of the show?
I'm building up to the show.
Is it The
I'm
Witch?
going to go for.
You're not.
Well, I'm going for Fleabag, season 2,
Okay.
which was a BBC Two show, I think it was, with what's her name, Phoebe Waller-Bridge in it as the main character, who doesn't have a name. She is Fleabag, and her family, and I think it's quite funny, and it's got a lot of pathos, and it's just people being people in quite a funny way, and it's got Olivia Colman in it as well. So you might like that, Sean.
Superb.
That's a good thing.
Okay.
So that goes my show
Sure.
of the year.
I have a question.
Go on.
Was Stranger Things season 3 last year?
Yeah, I'd say so.
Yes, it was. It was 2019.
Okay, then that is joint first. Sorry. Is this things we watched or things that came out last year? Well, like Gotham season 5 was incredible. Like it had given up all pretense of trying to be a TV show and trying to be a TV show for anyone except Batman fans, and just went batshit mental, which was incredible. I think Stranger Things season 3 is the strongest season they've done, and I know that's an unpopular opinion, but fucking hell was I entertained.
I don't know. I thought it was a good season. I wouldn't put that season down at all. Are you saying the first season gets better reviews, is it?
A lot of people didn't like season 3 so much.
I think the first season was better than the third, but the third season was
I
fantastic.
think it's slightly different styles, but apart from that, they're both enjoyable.
I would also throw into the
And
ring.
considering that I went to the Stranger Things Secret Cinema, that was fucking brilliant as well.
Awesome.
And you didn't vote that as your cinema of the year? Wow, this Cinema in the Woods thing must be great.
Oh, that's a good point. I should have put Secret
Well-
Cinema in there, because, yeah, Bond was incredible.
We have a late entry in the Secret Cinema.
No! The ballots
No,
are
we can't do
cast.
Secret
The voting is
Cinema.
ended.
Best Secret Cinema. So Sean, you're going Stranger
Yeah.
Things.
Sorry, just to finish off. So, there was also season 2 of Final Space, which is supposed to be a comedy adventure show, and it's had 2 seasons so far, and both seasons have made me cry like a fucking wuss because it's so well written.
Aww.
Oh, it's so good. It is one of the best sci-fi shows out there. It is just absolutely hilarious and absolutely heartbreaking at times. So those are my 3. Sorry, I think Gotham counts. I think that ran January to April anyway, but
Gotham counts. But
just for notes, because everyone knows how much I love BoJack Horseman. They only released half of the season. I will reflect on, I'll hold judgment until I've finished season 6, which is coming out at the end of January. But so far, it's great because, of course, it is BoJack Horseman.
it's very reserved of you. To be continued.
Feel I should be fair,
John, how about yourself?
Johnny.
Favourite
Okay.
TV show?
I'd have to go. Okay, so I've got 3 favourite shows of the year. Okay.
Cool.
The Stranger Things season 3.
Good man.
Nah, Sean's already had that.
I think. Well, then, technically, it's the only thing we've all actually. Well, we've had 2 votes for out of the whole damn thing,
Good point.
out of the whole of awards. So it's.
I
the only thing that
also
can win
enjoyed
an
Stranger
award.
Things 3, so that might be a contender.
Okay.
What's your others?
I just again
DNF.
that series was better than the second series. Fantastic ending. You really wanted, it was a heartfelt look at all of the characters. It was incredibly sad. It was incredibly happy. It was like a return to the 80s still. It was really, really good.
Yep.
Awesome.
My next entry would be The Rookie.
Don't know much about that.
Now I really like Nathan Fillion,
Yep.
and it's a really good show. It is what it is. It's not supposed to be brilliant. It's not supposed to be crap. It's funny. It's serious. You feel upset when stuff happens to the characters. Now, my next entry will confuse a lot of people. But my next entry is the History Channel's Strongest Man in History.
Dude! I love that show! I literally went to see Strongest Man Live this year. I love Strongmen. That show was awesome. I agree with you.
Okay, we'll be just taking that clip of...
I love Strongmen.
I think it was just a really good look at how 4 of the world's strongest men, and I know they're picking and choosing, and they're not all the world's strongest men. I mean, Brian Shaw's quite literally the strongest man who's ever lived.
But so Eddie Hall could say the same.
Well, yeah, I mean...
He's lifted more than any human has ever lifted. Or
in a deadlift.
Deadlift, yeah.
But, then you've got Nick Best, who's got the world record for the...
Simply the best.
I can't remember what carry it is. I can't remember what carry it is, but he's a world record holder. They've all got their own records.
Yeah.
There's a dinosaur.
Ah!
Iron Dino.
He's eating a hot dog. Oh, by the way, best hot dog. Costco.
Best hot dog.
Sorry, which hot dog?
Costco. Oh, whoever knocked me off the fucking...
Jason did it.
I'm way behind. Well, if we talk about best hot dog, I had a very nice one. Actually, a few this year. I had more hot dogs than seen films this year.
The ceremony's gone off the rails.
Well, no, I had a hot dog at the Batman film. That was a good hot dog.
Oh, you did, yeah. I don't think I had a single hot dog this year.
I've had at least 2. Anyway, back to the plot.
So, I think Stranger Things is the only thing that we've actually...
No, man. I'm deadly serious. Let's give it to Strongest Man in History. I love that show.
Hey, I haven't seen it. Do I not get a vote?
Those guys had awesome banter.
Well, yeah, problem is Jason hasn't seen it, so he can't vote it. But
should I watch it? Is it a recommended thing for me to watch?
Definitely.
If you've got the History Channel, watch it.
I've got it on my computer.
Plus, Eddie Hall could kill me just by looking at me.
Yeah.
So, dude's going to win an award.
I'm pretty sure Brian Shaw could crush me like a grape in one hand.
Ooh, crush me like a grape.
Son of a... Oh, that worked out quite well.
Preacher Man.
Yeah, Preacher Season 4 was good.
No, I fucking hate Preacher.
I love it. Comics better.
Any more?
Right, has anybody got any more awards?
Yes.
Was that the last award?
Who's the best Iron Dino?
Sean.
Well, it's going to be me.
I vote for me.
Let's face it.
I've only seen one Iron Dino this year, and it was me.
Well, what
and
did
he was very good.
What one did you watch?
I watch me every day. Like,
the best Iron Dino would actually be Jean. He's not actually appeared in any videos this year.
has it been a whole year? Oh, wow. All right, to Jean.
Yeah, he hasn't been in it for a whole year.
Jean, best Iron Dino.
We can't even include Dan, I mean...
Yeah, Dan was in a video 10 months ago.
That's true.
Woo.
Yeah.
Fair enough. Jean it is then.
Sean, any other awards?
Hang on. Little clap for John there. He had to leave because he's got the clap. We weren't going to bring it up on there, but it's like super clap. His fucking penis is like a demilitarized zone. You don't want anything to do with it.
Yeah, well, that's 2019, I think.
He would not be winning best penis. What about music? Has anyone got any albums this year?
I haven't listened to anything this year that wasn't from the 60s or the 80s.
Probably something by the Postmodern Jukebox. Quite enjoyed that.
Oh, I watch a lot of those, yeah, but I wouldn't... Yeah, they count as current?
Well, they're released this year.
Yeah, if it released this year, it's fine.
Fair enough.
Gonna like that, I want it. Well,
Sean, what about you? Music?
The Foals released 2 great albums. Big fan of those guys. But my favourite album of the year goes... Because it's got a bit of a story attached to it. You know how the Facebook algorithm, Instagram algorithm, all that, tries to promote shit to you?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
I've made a joke with my friends that it, more often than not, completely misses on me. It's like so far out. However, in the late 90s and early 2000s, I was a big fan of a band called Misery Loves Company.
Yeah.
And I got a post in November-ish. No, it must have been about October time. Because I follow a lot of metal acts on Facebook and Instagram and the like. And it basically, I got a post saying, yeah, we've got a new album out. And after about 15 years apart, they'd reformed, released a new album, and it's a fucking belter. So, not only was I delighted, a band I used to love and still listen to this day, their older stuff, had reformed unexpectedly and unbeknownst to me, but they had a new album out. It's fucking awesome. I also got it with a t-shirt that says Zero on it, which is also really sweet. Nice black t-shirt with Zero in blood red. So yeah, I am very, very pleased. It's my album of the year. I was delighted by that.
Okay.
Awesome.
Nice. I haven't actually listened to that much music. I don't think I've actually bought an album this year.
Oh, I definitely haven't bought anything.
Or last year.
I've bought a lot of albums this year, but a lot of it's been older stuff. You know, it could be a year old, it could be 5 years old, it could be 20 years old. My music tastes are all over the place.
Yeah. So what do you see for the future? What's next year about? Well, I'm going to try and watch more films, more TV shows.
Well, I've got one more special award.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, what you got?
What's special?
The special award for Best Vet goes to Alberto at Vets at Home.
Oh, I love Alberto.
Because he's the vet that saved Marble's life when he was very ill this year. Fucking clowns. So yeah, Alberto.
No, I agree.
You're the man.
I agree. You told us before you were very worried about Marble and things were looking grim. And yeah, great vet. You get a shout on Iron Dinos. When we get around to making t-shirts, that will be we're going to get a t-shirt of all of our X of the year. So just post for a photo, Alberto, or we'll do a drawing of you.
Sorry,
and you'll get your own t-shirt.
Our what of the year? What did you say? Vets of the year.
Best vet.
Oh, I thought you said X of the year.
Yeah.
I thought, what's the best X?
Well,
this year?
Sean said X of the year.
I said
Best X.
I said best X as in best
What, ex-girlfriend?
Yeah.
Ex-partner?
category question.
I'm not going to vote for that one.
He was using X as in algebra.
I was. X is a variable.
And Best Cat goes to Marble because he is
No.
now... Marble is actually helping school children learn about diversity and
What are
how
you
to
talking
overcome
about?
issues. Trust me, my cat is brilliant.
Yeah, well, I recently
very
found
hungry.
out that my cats are bullying my housemate even more than I thought they were, and that one of them wakes him up at 5 o'clock every morning demanding to come his room, comes into his room, sits on the window, and then leaves. Awesome. That is being a good cat.
Sean's cats bully Sean's housemate more than Sean
I
does.
don't bully my housemate. I'm lovely to my housemate. My cats bully him. That's not my problem.
You train them well. Fly, my pretties.
But they're being a good cats because cats need to be complete arseholes. That's kind of their jam.
Fair enough. Okay, best cat.
Jason, do you have a Best Cat?
Yeah, King. He's been dead for like 4 years now, but his memory lives on. And to be fair, that's the best. No, sorry, I'm going to rephrase this. I was going to say that's the best kind of cat. The best kind of cat's a dead cat. No, what I was going to say is, for me, with allergies, a memory of a cat is far more precious to me. And so I think we should uphold the memory of King, for he is the king.
If I ever come around your house, I'm going to bring some of Marble's fur. Throw it all over your fucking house.
That's all right, John.
I'm going to downvote that.
I sneak round to Jason's house every morning and poke a little bit through the letterbox just so there's a bit of cat hair in his house.
Stop poking me a little bit.
Yeah.
So Marble's actually in the room, so I just told him he won Best Cat.
So the real winners here are Jean, Alberto, and Marble. To them, the trio.
And it would seem Stranger Things versus season 3 as well.
Yeah, I suppose.
With a special welcome, a special
Oh, you forgot about the strongest man now.
sub-award going to the world's strongest man, or strongest man in history.
Yeah.
Because nobody else wants to tell them that they didn't win an award.
No, I won't.
Yeah, I wouldn't dare.
That was the Iron Dinos review of the year for 2019. If you enjoyed that, we'd love to hear comments. And if you'd like to see more videos like this, you know what that subscribe button's for.
I love strong men.